Hi, I'm Dylan,
I'm Kinley.
and today's poster's title is going to be Age Differences in Setting Reminders for Future Plans. We work in Dr. Hunter Ball's lab in the Attention, Memory, and Aging lab. In this study, we're going to be interested in prospective memory. This is memory for engaging in a specific intended action in the future. And as we see in older adults, this prospective memory actually shows to decline in late aging. This could be critical to maintaining one's own independence. And one way in which we have seen to be able to aid in that decline is by setting reminders. This is simply by offloading information onto the environment around you. Methods of this can include writing on sticky notes or using Google Calendar to put in the task that you have to do within the future and when it's going to be as well. In past research in the lab, we have shown that older adults do benefit from using reminders when they are provided by the experimenter. However, we are uncertain of whether older adults know to be able to gauge the task and be able to set reminders and check them whenever they need to when given the choice. So we have a couple of hypotheses. One, we believe that older adults will set reminders during learning and check them a lot more whenever retrieval to be able to offset this difference with younger adults. We also have reminders to reduce age differences in learning effort because the words will be able to be presented on the screen. And three, reminders will eliminate age differences in prospective memory at retrieval. So we have these participants go through an ongoing task in which they have to decide whether these letter strings are either words or not words. And embedded between this task is going to be our prospective memory words. And so they have to indicate that the word they're looking at is the one they studied by pressing the space bar. And so we have two different blocks. We have the no reminder block in which participants study a couple of words and they have to press enter to go on to the next one. They engage in a distractor task and then they go in during the ongoing task and they press the space bar whenever those words show up. However, in the choice block, the participants are going to be able to set the reminders whenever they need to by simply typing them out and pressing enter. And when they come up onto the retrieval phase, you'll see the words that they had set reminders for at the very top. And so we'll also be using pupilometry, and this is going to be measuring pupil size. And we've seen that with pupil size, when they're dilated, it shows encoding effort, which is just learning. And so we'll also be able to check how often they look at the top of the screen for the reminders that they set.
So in the learning phase, with the blue bars representing the younger group and the orange being the older population, the top left graph discusses how often reminders were set for each group when they were given the choice. And older adults did not set more reminders. And with pupil size in the bottom left graph, older adults' pupils were larger compared to the younger adults, and there is no reduction of effort while encoding, which is the learning phase. And this was with the presence or absence of reminders. So essentially, effort stayed the same with or without reminders. Now, in the retrieval phase, the top right chart depicts how many times each group checked the reminders they set, with there being no difference between groups. Older adults did not check reminders more often. Now, in the bottom right chart, this explains target detection among the older and younger adults when they did and did not have reminders, and the target detection being the number of times they pressed the spacebar when they saw their studied word. Older adults actually did worse compared to the younger adults, and reminders seemed to help in both groups. So overall, all of our results contradicted what we anticipated. Looking at pupil size, the differences between age groups could be due to older adults finding the task more difficult, resulting in them encoding more effortfully. With reminder checking and setting, older adults may have not checked or set reminders as often because they presumed their memory abilities were stronger than in actuality. And in target detection, older adults' worse performance could be due to age-related memory differences. And in both groups, reminders seem to help. So in the future, adding reminders into daily living could show an improvement in prospective memory deficits, regardless of age, but they could show beneficial for older populations in deferring the onset of age-related memory impairments. Thank you.
Thank you.